I've been officially coaching officially for 14 years. And I say officially because I've been coaching all my life. But there's three things that I want to share with you guys, especially if you are new to the coaching field. Number one is that people do not pay for your products and your programs and your services initially. Initially, they pay for you. This is why building a personal brand is so important and so imperative in the beginning. And a lot of coaches often, and naturally, you would think, oh, I need an ebook or I need a course or a class, and you do eventually. But in the beginning, talk about you, talk about your hair, talk about your makeup, talk about your clothes, talk about your job. Like, get us to know you first and build that personal brand, because when you build that audience, honey, you could launch a toothpick and they're going to buy it. Okay. The second thing is real, like real at its core, real transformational coaching comes from listening to your client more than actually coaching them. Typically, if you find yourself in a coaching session and you find yourself talking more than your client, you've probably slipped into motivational speaking, teaching, counseling. If you are talking more than your client, you're not coaching. And yeah, it may feel good to them because they're motivated by you. They're on the phone with someone that they admire, that they aspire to emulate. And so they're going to feel good, but when they get off that phone, they're not going to have the real transformation. That's why I believe getting trained as a life coach is important, so you know how to bring about the real transformation and not just motivate people. That's important, but that's not going to carry the lasting transformation. Number three is your story is your most powerful marketing tool, more now than ever. And I say more now than ever because we have AI. I wrote a book, you guys, just did a video. I wrote a book in 30 seconds. Hello, I wrote a 365 page book in 30 seconds with the help of AI. No, it's a motivational quote book, but still, like, you need your story attached to these things that are able to just generate content in a matter of moments. But no matter how much AI is a thing, it will never replace the human spirit, and it will never replace the human story. So your story is going to be your most powerful mark. Just think about it. Think about somebody that you admire right now. Get that person in your mind. Okay, you got it. Now tell me something about them. You remember the time that she told you that she lost her child, that she had a miscarriage, that she had an abortion, that she got a divorce, that she got into a car accident. Like, you remember something about that person. There's a story that connects you to that person. You're going to have to tell that same story and anchor that same exact bonding. Now, I know I said that there was three things, but I'm a coach. I'm always talking. This is a bonus one. This is the last and final one, I promise. And it is consistency. I know. Consistency with anything. I don't care if you consistently hit the pipe every morning. You is going to be the most successful head ever, right? If you hit the gym every single day, you are going to be the most fit, the most built, the most healthy looking, okay? If you eat McDonald's every single day, you are going to look like it. Do you understand that consistency? And I'm going to say a word that I banned from my household raising my children. My children were never allowed to say this word. It starts with a B and it's not the word that you think it is. It's boring. I never allow my kids to say boring, but I'm going to use it in this context. Consistency does get boring. It gets redundant. It gets monotonous. It's like, I got to do this again. And then especially when you're being consistent and you don't actually see the fruits of your labor, that is the trick, right? The scripture tells us, do not despise the days of small beginnings. What's happening in those small beginnings is you're building your stamina, you're building your character, you're building the foundation in which you're going to need to withstand that which you're praying for. more. So do not despise the days of small beginnings. I promise you. I'm gonna pop my collar because I like this. I love a collar. That's why I'm literally still here. It's because of consistency. It's not because of my grades. Honey, I failed the ninth grade 3 times. Never graduated from high school. Never got a high school diploma. Never got a GED. Okay? I'm here because I keep showing up. I kept showing up. I kept showing up when nobody was watching. I kept showing up when nobody was buying my classes, girl. I kept showing up. I just showed up. Just like I'm no different. I need you guys to hear this. I need you guys to hear this. I showed up just like you guys consistently show up at your job. You show up at your job after you done buried your cousin, your dog, you got a surgery and you back in at the job 2 weeks later. Child, you done brought a whole human into this world. And if you're in these here United States of America, you back at your job in 6 little raggedy ass weeks. Okay? You are consistent too. You just need to shift your focus on what you're being consistent with. You do not lack consistency. You're not lazy. It's just you're traveling. It's like it's snowing outside, right? And you're walking and you get to a point where the path stops and you can see all these footprints. You see all these footprints going this way, but your whole heart and desire is pulling you to go this way, but there's no footprints in the snow, and you're like, do I go the path that everybody else is going, or do I risk it and go? When I say risk it, do I go and let other people see that these are just my footprints? I'm the only one that's done it this way. Oh my God. So then when you do that, you risk being looked at and critiqued and all the things. And I understand. I get it. I get it, but press through. You did it your job. What you're doing now. Joyce Meyer said this a long time ago, and then I'm going to go. She said, you are, more often than not, people are afraid to take action because they're afraid of that newness. They're afraid of that. They don't know what's coming, right? And she said, where you are right now used to be new territory, and you got used to it. And here you are. And you're just going to apply the same exact principle, the same exact faith to where you're trying to go next. You got it.